Shingen was born December 1st, 1521 in Kai, Japan. He was named Takeda Katsuchiyo, or Takeda Taro, depending on who you ask. And you may think his name isn't important, but just you wait.
He was the firstborn of Takeda Nobutora. His father was head of the Takeda clan, and nobody liked him.
He spent his childhood in the castle of Nirasaki. His name was changed to Takeda Harunobu shortly after he was born. Don't ask, we don't know why either.
He was shunned by his father, and Nobutora was actually going to make his younger brother, Nobushige, head of the Takeda clan instead of Shingen. Shingen was not happy, so he exiled his father to claim the clan as his own. He was only 20 years old at the time. He was 21 when he officially took over the Takeda clan.
He immediately started conquering surrounding land and expanding his domain of control. He started with raiding the Shinano lands.
And he won! Bam! Taking over!
In 1551, he joined the Buddhist priesthood when he was 30, and he changed his name once again, and for the last time, to Takeda Shingen, which is what we know his name to be today.
The Shinano leaders ran to Uesugi Kenshin to ask for help. And that was the birth of an epic rivalry.
Shingen was fighting against Kenshin for the Kanto region. Takeda Shingen was known as the Tiger of Kai, and Kenshin was known as the Dragon of Echigo.
In Chinese mythology, the dragon and tiger are rivals who try to defeat each other, but always end up in draws. Which is ironic because this is exactly what happened whenever Takeda and Kenshin fought each other.
They fought each other 5 times, all ending in draws, starting in 1553, going through 1564. The 4th fight was the fiercest fight. Kenshin attacked Shingen with his sword, and Shingen defended himself with an iron war fan called a gunbai. He took many castles from Kenshin, but they were fairly even in power.
By 1570, Shingen dominated Kai, Shinano, Suruga, and pieces of Kozuke to Tomi and Hida. By the time he was 49 years old, he was one of the most powerful daimyo, even powerful enough to prevent Oda Nobunaga from taking national control. He invented the cavalry charge that was used to take victory in the Battle of Mikatagahara in 1572. The tactic was so frightening and effective that many armies were afraid to go up against Shingen in battle.
Imagawa Yoshimoto, a former ally of Shingen, was killed by Oda Nobunaga. Shingen and Ieyasu teamed up with each other for a short time to conquer and divide the Imagawa lands between themselves. After obtaining the lands, the deal fell through and they became enemies again. Shingen defeated a small army led by Tokugawa Ieyasu in January 1573.
As a military leader, he was a great strategist, a very capable leader, and known for his aggressiveness. He was not as cruel as the other warlords, but many legends about him were made. His war banner, Fuding Kazan, had a phrase which translates to, swift as the wind, silent as a forest, fierce as fire, and immovable as a mountain. It was a symbol of his political policies and his military and strategic approach in warfare.
Takeda Shingen himself was a ladies' man, and he liked poetry and would often be in poetry contests in between battles. He had 2 wives and 20 to 30 mistresses. Well, technically he only had 1 wife because his first wife died.
Shingen created a series of laws called Koshuharu no Shidai, which included overseeing the development of mines, controlling and distributing water sources, and arranging infrastructure. He also built military roads, developed currency, created the cavalry charge, and built a dam for the Fuji River.
He died on May 13, 1573, which was caused by an illness. When Kenshin learned about Shingen's death, he cried from losing the strongest and most respected opponent.